So I decided to come to UMass really because of how close it was to my family back home. My parents, my grandparents being able to come to every game. And on top of that, just being able to get my master's from the Eisenberg School of Management, getting in sports management has been amazing.
Brice, we got word that he was going to join us last year. Was just a tremendous addition. Having Brice enabled us to do that. He's an athletic guy, he's a mature guy, he's a leader, and he certainly adds a lot of athleticism to the secondary.
The season's been fun. It's been fun to get back to this area, play with guys I grew up with, been able to have all my friends and family come to the game. So that's really been the best part of being back at UMass. That first game against Duquesne, man, it just felt like a relief. To get those 2 picks, a forced fumble, a couple of tackles, really just felt like people kept saying, I had a big game, and that was what I was hoping for, and I'm happy I was able to do that.
I mean, it is important to have a guy who's mature. The maturity is they go into a game, they seldom get rattled. They come in with a level of confidence that you see exhibited in somebody who's been around for a few years. And that's one of the things you notice about Brice right from the start. We have several guys with a little experience, and they usually, week after week, they come to play. They're ready to go.
But my first impression when I first got here, those guys were, they know how to compete. They know how to play. I saw Isaiah's stats from last year. I saw Lee's stats from last year. I was excited. I was excited that I didn't have to come in and be really an older guy. They already had a lot of playing experience, so that was a big part of it. Playing for Coach Penguin was great. He brings energy every day. To practice the game. His game plan's always been great. He has a lot of experience, so that helps along as well. He's coached some great guys like Bagger Workers, McCourty, and then he's been around the game for a while. So that's always a plus playing for a guy like him.
A human being. There's a little sparkle in his eye. Monday of game week, and he knew what was coming up. And having played there, I think he wanted to show the people at Connecticut, what they were missing. And I think he went into the game with a chip on his shoulder, and he certainly played that way, and I think he had a lot of fun. I know he has a lot of friends still there. He mentioned guys. I asked him earlier in the week, are you still in contact? Well, he said, oh yeah, every day.
That game against UConn, it meant a lot. Before the season, I tried not to circle it, but it was circled. Just being able to go back to the rent, see those guys that I've been with for 3-4 years. It was a really emotional game. A lot of guys I used to play with, like my best friends Tony and Obi, and a couple guys like Andrew. They had hit me up before the game, and just don't focus too much on it. Just go out there and play the game, but have fun with it. So it was real exciting to get back to the rent and be able to play against those guys. That moment right there was everything was going through me. I took a knee, It was all types of emotions running through me. I was excited. I was happy. I just wish there was more fans there, because that would have been pretty cool if the rent was packed. But it was just a lot of emotions going through me at that moment.